Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Conversations You Don't Want to Have with Jayo Latesi. And today I'm going to be talking about artists that actually failed us while we're expecting so much from them, like artists that didn't meet up to expectations in the music industry. And some of the reasons or some of the things that might be like reasons, I am not saying like I am 100% sure about this, but um from gist, from rumors, from talks from insiders and all of that, yeah. And sometimes you have to be psychological with some of all these things that can actually be like a fact about why most of all these artists which or whom we expect so much from and probably think, okay, oh, their career is going to be top notch and they're going to deliver, and at the end of the day they ended up disappointing us. I'm going. First on my list is Ikechuku. Remember when Ikechuku was a big deal, and everything about Ikechuku being a rapper was exceptional. He gave us one of the maddest Afrobeats till date. That I always tell people like this is one of the sickest beats by Don Jazzy and one of the sickest song that has ever been released by a Nigerian rapper. And um, yeah, Wine and Well. Wine and Well is one of the most craziest song I've ever listened to till date. The delivery, the everything about Wine and Well is extraordinary. But what happened to Ikichuku? Apparently, I feel like when he got that link up with them Don Jazzy, the Mo 18, I feel like he got carried away along the line. No disrespect, it is normal. But I feel like he got carried away, and he couldn't separate showbiz from from entertainment lifestyle. He couldn't separate music industry from music business, and so the ability to keep up was kind of hard for him because he was literally with them Don Jazzy. He was with them Mo 8 while he wasn't even signed to the Mo 8. So I feel like he wanted to be part of Mo 8 while he was a member of a certain label or a certain whatsoever. But the lifestyle in Mo 8, he wanted it so much, eyeing the kind of the band personality and everything. Then I feel he got derailed along the line. I am not saying I am sure, but all of us were all here. We all saw everything happened, and I think the label wasn't cool with it because at the end of the day, let me make an example. Your father sent you to school, but you went to join another group of people entirely. So when it's time for you to come home during holidays, you go to your friend's house to spend your holiday. It's as simple as that. So I feel that was the case of Ikechukwu. And another artist that they meet up again is Shantizu. Shantizu got something good going on for him apparently, but I think along the line Shantizu relocated after that album. Then he went to South Africa. Then and I don't know what really happened within him and D Tunes, and the consistency was not just there. I feel like he got carried away with the attention he had then, and inability to invest what was coming in. Maybe I am not sure, but you know, during that their time, people don't understand that music is invest. You need to invest like every other businesses that we do. So I feel they were thinking it's about I have name now. I have name. My name should open doors, not knowing that it goes beyond you having names and all. I feel most of them got carried away, and the name thing they were trying to leverage on it, but media wasn't having it. No matter what you want to do on radio, on TV, and everything, you've got to pay. And their inability to make use of social media beyond the way they could have made use of it actually affected someone like Shantizu because Shantizu is not supposed to be a struggling artist. He's not the first to, part ways with any label or management or whatsoever. I don't know if he was signed to D-Tunes because if a Kiss Daniel can do it, he left G Worldwide and he never gave up. You understand? He leveraged on his name, his own materials. Invested in himself. The little he was making, he invested it in himself, and at the end of the day, he is able to be consistent. So to me, I feel that's one of the major reasons why Sean Tizu was not there, leaving Nigeria for abroad. Not putting in. There was a time he was literally getting fat. You understand? They were too comfortable. That's why I always tell people, for an artist, one track, one album is not enough. In as much as you have dreams and goals to go beyond expectation in the game. And another artist I'm going to talk about is, um, I won't say Banky. I would say Banky, but I won't. I feel like the entertainment industry needs Banky more now, because Banky was able to build an audience of mature people that wants to listen to good music and not just the normal regular music. But I don't know what happened. He decided to go into movie. I he's an old man. He's an elderly person, like an adult. He's got right to decide on whatsoever he wants to decide. Apparently, he went into politics. He went into music, movie, and all. But should I call it a bad timing? I don't know, because he's an adult. He can make his decision. But let's talk about music. To me, I feel like it's a bad timing. It's a very proper bad timing. Like, I feel like Banky has got a lot to offer us in music industry, that he had to quit so much. I feel like he doesn't even know he's got a lot to offer the fans. Afrobeat fans, good music lover fans. He's got loads to offer, but it is what it is. You Another person again is Skills. Skills is trying, but apparently he needs to put the past behind him, because it's the past. Bomb Bomb know the show for front, now for back in the show. You understand? That's why Bobby Day front, because it shows the future. You understand? And we know they see woman for a back first. Now the front we they see. So it's high time Skills start looking at the front, and stop going on podcasts talking about how he was treated when he was in when he was at EME. Like, it's gone. It's gone. Shame. You understand? Invest in yourself. Invest the little you're seeing in your music. Stop. Whiskey was never your problem. EME was never your problem. You were good, but maybe you never knew your value then. You are a very exceptional artist, but you need to let it go. It's gone. You need to focus on the brighter picture, and stop all this complaint. You like Scales is yet to like meet up, and there was a time he was meeting up, and he was coming. He was coming. I don't know what happened along the line. He just fell off again, and I don't know, but I think in as much as you are holding on to stuff that happened to you in your past, for you to move on with the future might be hard. So Skills needs to move. He needs to forget everything that ever happened back then. Because in as much as he kept using that as reasons why things got messed up, it will continue reflecting in his new music, in his career, in his personality. He will continue seeing himself under the reflection or shadow of what happened at EME, and always still sound like he's still blaming Whiskey or EME for whatsoever is happening in his career right now. And another artist again that really messed up is Slido. J Banana. You all remember that guy now. So that one was signed by one marketer in Alaba also, and things was going on. The moment he had the remix of Banana with Simaya, this idiot started unfollowing people. And to make matters worse, he had some set of people, a certain DJ you all know. I can mention his name if I feel like, but it's not going to be needed. So they started playing Anki Panky with the guy that signed him, getting booked, not delivering money for booking. Instead of him to fight back for the owner of the label, or his investor rather, he played along with the guys, and at the end of the day, he got busted. He went as far as unfollowing people that were following him, people that has been following him since day one. That's another thing an artist should never do. And Lighter's case was a case of a naive young boy, which I am not going to blame him so much. But too much hearsay, too much inability for them to understand that when you're signed, it's a temporary thing. So you need to leverage on the platform, and start doing things